guys, welcome back to the Laux Family Farm. I'm Amber and today we are doing chores. It's a beautiful 40 degrees here today, so I'm really hoping that allows me to get quite a few tasks done. The first one, I need to clean out our chicken coops and our baby chicks that are in this pole barn. I need to clean out their brooder. They are starting to not smell so nice. Also on our list of things to do today is to get the ducks transitioned to their duck house. We just finished, or I should say my husband Alex just built a duck house. I assisted slightly. But the ducks have never lived separate from our chickens before. We do have a pond here on our property and they do enjoy going to the pond. However, we want to make sure that this season they have some shelter and protection. So we built this duck house, and I'll be sure to put together a video of the entire process explaining how we built it and why. Tonight will be the first night that once the ducks go into the coops, we will physically pick them up and move them to the duck house. And we'll do that for a couple nights until they get used to the transition and they'll start going into the duck house on their own. But I think they're gonna be pretty happy. All right, let's get to it. Let's clean those coops. Right, time to clean out this baby chick brooder. It is nasty. I should have done this a day or two earlier. However, I was visiting family this weekend and out of town, so I was not able to get to it. These sweet little babies are ready though. So I'm actually going to just let them stay on this side of the brooder and I'll clean out this half and then I'll just gently move them to the clean half. But I'm gonna try to be really quick so that they stay nice and warm. So I have to be really careful that I make sure I pack down this straw so that it's not a fire hazard for the lights. But it is all cleaned up and ready for their food and water to be in. And you can hear them chirping. They are stressed and cold, so I need to hurry up and get the lid back on and turn those heat lamps back on. Is clean. Now time for the task I've been dreading, cleaning out the chicken coop. This time of year is especially difficult because most of our days is spent below freezing temperatures, which means I can't clean the coops weekly like I would in the summer months. So all the poo has just been piling up and waiting for me. But I have to do it. The sun is setting. The evening is quickly disappearing. Let's get to it. Out one of the coops. I still have the second half to go. I do take the soiled bedding and I move it to different places along our property that need filling. If there is a hole along the fence line that the chickens or dogs have been scratching at, I do fill that in to protect against predators. Or in the winter months, if we do have a unseasonably warm day to where I can get to the coops and clean them out, I do put them on my garden beds because it will have enough time to have cooled so that it'll fertilize my garden beds but not be too close to the growing season to where that fertilizer is still hot and would potentially burn my plants. The chickens like to help spread the breast straw. Chicken coop, so I thought I'd come over and check some of my winter sowing jug methods. And I actually have 2 jugs that I've started seeds in and left outside and just let nature take its course with all the rain and snow we've had. And there is some germination on these poppy seeds. I wish I could show you. I tried to pick it up on camera, but it's not showing. The seeds are just itty bitty tiny little seedlings that have started to pop up. So that's really exciting. I hope to see the germination on the rest of them. It's evening now. I just checked on the babies in the pole barn and got them all ready for bed. Now that it is dark, our chickens and ducks have walked themselves into their coops for the evening. Ducks and chickens are both really cool in the fact that you don't have to put them into the coop. They automatically start going in once the sun goes down. So I just need to find out where Alex is and have him help me move the ducks to the duck house. But first, I did want to show you an update on my seedlings that we have started in my greenhouse in the garage. So let's take a look at the seedlings, and then I'll find Alex so that he can help me get the ducks corralled and moved into the duck house. All right, here are my seedlings. They are doing so well. So the majority of my tomatoes and some peppers. And here there's a couple more tomato varieties, but mainly it's cut flowers. We have gomphrena, coneflowers. Now these were planted just last week, and I'm really surprised to see some of them already starting to sprout. I got varieties of zinnias and cosmos, more bell peppers. Then down at the very bottom, we do have my dahlias, and I am blown away. I think I had about a 90 to 95% germination rate on all of these. I've even up potted some of the varieties. It's pretty incredible. We have 5 ducks. 3 are white Pekin ducks and 2 are khaki Campbell. We are hoping to get 5 new khaki Campbell female ducks here in a couple weeks, about 5 weeks. We're looking to get more ducks.
Yeah.
And this duck house is going to keep them safe when we move them out to our pond. We don't have them on the pond in the winter months because it's frozen solid, and ducks need to be able to submerge their beaks into water to keep their nostrils clean. So yeah, anyways, we are at the coop. The ducks are in for the night. We are just going to move them one by one to our duck house where they'll spend the night. This is one of our Pekin ducks. They are much bigger than the khaki Campbells. It's strong.
Don't let it go. If you can bear hug its wings, it's...
All right, 1 down, 4 to go.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make this process a little easier, and I'm gonna carry one too.
Yeah, all right. Oh man.
One-handed it, look at that. All right.
All right, so we only have 2 more after this. To the left of the Pekin. Is this the male?
I don't know.
No, that's the male.
Yeah, the females are louder. So the one in your hand is a female. This one's a male in my hands.
We have 3. So we have 2 females of these and 1 male. This is one of the females. Yay.
Okay.
2. You're number 3.
Miller.
Mailer, back up. You should get in. Okay, 2 more.
Yeah, well, I lost the male. Here, give me her, if you can. Unless you think you can carry 2. Oh, you almost just got poo-poo on.
Oh, you got him.
What?
Here. I'm
Nope.
gonna grab him. You got him?
Yep.
All right. Good night, ladies.
So you hear how, like, quiet he is compared to her?
Yeah, and then, so our khakis are easier to tell who's the female and who's the male. So this is the female. She does not have any color to her. And the males have all this green greenish blue next. There's so much more pretty females.
See, she's louder than he is. This one's got a very like soft tone voice.
They're all in there, all 5. All right, now hopefully it'll only be 3 to 4 nights that we have to do this, and eventually they should start going into this every night just like the chickens do once the sun goes down. And then once they willingly go in there on their own, we'll be able to move it outside of our back fenced-in area and over to our pond on the outside of the fence, where we know that at night they can go in here and be safe from predators. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.